She can manifest anything instantly without fail.
I randomly saw a title somewhere, I think. I don't know. Something made me think of instant manifestation. Someone said how to instantly manifest, and I'm pretty sure that what they were saying was wrong. So I'm going to say what's right. It's actually easy to instantly manifest. It's absolutely possible to be an instant manifester. Anything is possible, actually.
Is instant manifestation possible? It absolutely is, but it's a different way than you think so. So most people think when I say, well, somebody says instant manifestation, they believe, oh, you can spawn anything from out of nothing and it's gonna come to you like instantly, poof, out of existence. No. For some people, maybe that could happen. But for the most people, their beliefs are so hard-headed. They're so hard to change that something like that is very difficult to happen. But what happens mostly is you enter your desired reality now. And when you enter that desired reality, you actually shift into it, you teleport into it, and you get the thing that you want. And when the people say it's instant, the change becomes instant, the belief becomes instant, the identity changes instantly. You become the person who has the thing, and they by you instantly get the thing. Not poofing out of existence. Well, again, for some people, that could probably work because they believe that it's going to happen. But for most people, it's hard for them to believe that that's going to happen. So for you, it is going to work if you instantly believe it's going to work. So if you believe if something takes time to happen, it will take time to happen. If you believe you need like 6 months for you to get like some kind of money or for your SO to love you, then yes, it's going to take like 6 months. But if you believe it's going to happen right now or like tomorrow or something, it's gonna happen right now or tomorrow. So it all depends on what you believe is true, what you know is true for yourself, for your reality. Because you're the one who dictates the rules of the reality. If you believe you can poof the things into your existence, then it's going to work. Are you gonna see somebody do it? Probably not, because you don't believe that is even possible. If Jesus can walk on water and he can literally move mountains, he literally said you can move mountains if you believe enough, then you can do it. If God himself tells you you can do this, then you can do this. Then just go and believe that you can. You need to know that you can. Also, she has a very creepy room. I could never sleep in this kind of room, but looks still pretty cool.
We're in a very malleable world. Everything is fake. I want to make a video on that where I talk about how like literally everything is fake and it's created by you and nothing is real until you're aware of it. And even then you can control it. But we're going to stick to the topic. You can instantly manifest. You can be someone who instantly manifests. If you're not comfortable with instantly manifesting, you can manifest within a few days. You can literally identify as however powerful you want to be, really. If you want to be an instant manifester, the thing is, here's where people get fucked up, is they'll take, like, say my manifest in 3 days video, right? And they'll be like, oh, Sammy, you said I can manifest in 3 days. Yeah, but you don't currently identify as someone who can manifest in 3 days. So what you're going to do is you're going to end up affirming for 3 days, and then it doesn't show up, and then you're like, you're a liar. You lied to me. And
yeah, it didn't work. It doesn't work. Your method didn't work. It's not the method that doesn't work. It doesn't work because of you. All the methods, all the laws, they work because you choose them to work. You believe, you know that they will work. But if you believe they won't work, or you're not sure they're going to work, then they're not going to work. When you know something is going to happen, it will happen because you dictate the rules of your reality. Because you're the creator and you are the player, the actor in your reality. The whole point of reality is for you to understand of what you truly want. You put yourself here because you wanted to forget what you had. So now you can remember what you had and who you are, and now you can do what you want with that. Everything is an illusion. All the people around you are an illusion. They're actually mirrors who mirror back to you everything that you want to hear or what you don't want to hear. Do they exist? Yes, they're also souls at the same time. But they're part of your reality. Just how they have their realities in different moods and different stuff. That's how exact same thing works for you. You have your own reality. And you can shift, you can change the reality whenever you want. But you need to choose to do it. You need to choose the reality that you want if you wanted. Before we continue, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe. If you have any problem with your manifestations, I have one-on-one coaching. I'm going to truly help you how to manifest your desires. Also, there's a free group in the description. If you want, you can join for yourself. Let's continue.
I actually didn't. What I said was, you have to identify as someone who can manifest in 3 days, and then it will become your reality. So the first step in becoming someone who can instantly manifest is identifying as someone who can instantly manifest in order for that to become true. Because if you currently think of yourself as someone who struggles with manifesting, who your manifestations take a long time, maybe you have some old Neville concepts of the bridge of incidents and all this process and unfolding and seeding and planting and fucking gardening or whatever, then that's what you're gonna experience, because your reality is constantly working to prove you right.
And that's the complicated part. If you're in the manifestation space, let's call it, for the last couple of years, you have a massive problem. You learn so many techniques, so many things about manifestation that's actually not manifesting because you have too much information about manifesting. And it's harder for manifest when you have to think about manifesting. Instead of just being the person who has a manifestation already, you're analyzing, you're doing the methods, you're doing so many things instead of just doing the thing that you need to do and that is be the person who you want to be to have that. Simplest thing ever. There's nothing else you need to do. There's no action, there's no nothing. There's no process because there is no time. There is no past, there's no future, there's only an eternal now moment. So the only time we have to do anything or have anything is now. So if you choose to believe, if you identify with the I am, and then whatever you want, like I am happy, I am rich, I am free, I'm wealthy, I am healthy. Whatever you want is yours, but you need to identify with it. If you can identify that you can manifest instantly, then you will manifest instantly, but you need to believe it. You need to know that it's true. Or you can listen to everybody and then have like thousands of different methods, processes of how you can manifest, or you need to do 1,000 like affirmations per day, like robotic affirmations. Like in the Bible, how did God create everything? He literally just spoke the words. He spoke creation, and that's it. It's the exact same thing. You set your attention, you create, and it's done. There's nothing else for you to do. It's already done for you. It's a done for you business because you already set up the systems for it to work. Nothing else you need to do. It already works for you.
Manifestation ever is your reality constantly working to prove you right. Everything you're thinking about every day, everything you're complaining about every day, things you actually believe, the things that you actually have set in beliefs about, your reality is constantly working to prove you right about all of those things. So if you're like, let's say for example, what I just said, if you're someone who is like, well, I know that she's wrong, so watch me affirm for 3 days and watch it not work. You got exactly what you were manifesting. You manifested proving me wrong in your own reality because you intended for it to not be a thing because you don't believe in it. That's not my fucking problem. So if you want to actually instantly manifest, what do you have to do first? Or if you want to manifest in 3 days or however many days you're comfortable with, you first have to become the version of you who can manifest anything in 3 days or manifest anything instantly. And do you know what you have to do that? It's not hard. All you have to do is tell yourself that that's who you are and that that's what you can do, because we are the proof of our thoughts, okay? Our identity is simply the way we describe ourselves. And anytime I'm ever talking about your identity, what you identify as, it is the thing that you think about yourself. Do you think that you can manifest in 3 days?
That's it. It's all about your self-belief, your self-image. If you believe that you are that person, then you are that person. Then reality reflects that you are that person. Then reality gives you the thing that you believe you are. That's the most simplest explanation. Know that you are the person who has the thing, who is the thing, who can get the thing, and you will get the thing. Your thoughts are destroying your manifestation because you have so many negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts are just bringing more negativity into your reality. They bring negative people, negative situations, like bad things happen to you because you attract bad things because you think about bad things. Destroy those thoughts. Stop thinking about them. Change the way you look at life and change your life. That's it. What you think about, you create. Every thought you have is another creation. It's not, maybe it could be physical, but it doesn't have to be physical. It could be you're shifting into different realities. You could be making the thing, or you could be shifting into the thing. Both of them are true. It's the one you want to believe in. But you can manifest instantly. If you believe, you can manifest instantly. And the less pressure you put on yourself, the easier you manifest. I literally made a video about manifestation. It was the laziest video I ever did. It was the easiest video I ever did for myself. I didn't plan for 3 months. I didn't try to do hundreds of things. I just made a stupid, easy video for myself and got 100,000 views. 100,000 people saw the stupid video, and now this channel exploded because of it. And now I got so many opportunities. It's absolutely insane because of one stupid video I made that took me literally an hour and a half, and that's it. Your life can change instantly. But you need to believe that is going to happen to you. Everything is about your beliefs, about who you believe you are. If you don't believe that you are that, you're not gonna get it. So start believing that you are the person who has that thing.
Do you think you are someone who can manifest instantly? If the answer is no, then all you have to do is start describing yourself internally as someone who can. So you have inner mental conversations, I guess that was redundant, but mental conversations or inner conversations, whatever you want to call it, of you saying, yeah, I am so good at instant manifestation. I manifest everything I want instantly. Whenever I affirm, it immediately happens for me. It immediately manifests. It manifests for me in 3 days. I can manifest anything I want in 3 days. I can manifest anything I want instantly. You have to describe yourself in the way you want to be. If you look at your life, you look at your appearance, you look at your experiences, they are the epitome of everything you've described. So if you've always described yourself as someone who has issues with something, then you can guarantee that your experience continuously proves you to be right. So if you're like, well, I'm someone who this doesn't work for me, that is because that is the way you describe yourself. If you were to say, oh, this thing absolutely works for me every single time, and you continued to say that and you trained yourself with that and made that familiar in your mind, that's going to become your experience because your reality, its only job is to prove you right. So therefore, if you were to start identifying as someone who can instantly manifest and you started saying mentally, yeah, I'm so good at instant manifestation. Like everything I affirm manifests instantly for me. I'm so good at instant manifestation. I'm so good at it. I'm so good at it. I'm so good at it, etc., etc., etc. You just keep affirming it and you describe yourself as someone who can instantly manifest. And you continuously do that until that starts to become your experience.
The more you do it, the more you talk to yourself, the more you change your identity. You can actually, what a lot of people don't understand, you can command things in this existence. So let's say you have a headache. Let's say something bad happened to you. Just command the headache to go away. Because people believe that these things are just stuff that happens to you. Everything in your reality can listen to you. And if you notice, that means you can command everything. When you command the things, they will listen to you because they know it's your reality. So, because you're not your stuff, you're not your ego. I am not George. My name is George. Yes, in this reality, my name is George. My ego self is George. Absolutely, yes. It's all because of it's because of society norms and stuff we made. It's my label. My label name is George. But I am not George. My true self isn't George. I'm acting as George. That's the whole point. I'm acting out this life, this reality right now around me. I'm having a blast, actually. The point is, I can command my avatar, my George, and tells him, you can now manifest anything, and everything is yours. And he has to listen to me, because he knows I'm the creator. That's how it works. But you need to know that. Again, you need to understand that. You need to believe that. Just command the things that you don't want into your life to get out of your life. I don't like this person. Command them to go away. Get out of my life. Go right now. You can command what you want. That's the whole point.
It will start to become your experience. It will become real to you. Then you will believe it. And that's how an assumption is born. Okay? And then that will be your experience from here on out. It can work for anything. Even if there are things that are harder for you to manifest or you have more resistance to, you can still affirm that those things are so easy for you and that you can instantly manifest them. Actually, my number one tip for anyone who has trouble manifesting anything, like even if you have this one thing that's so easy for you, but then you have this one thing that just seems so hard, so like far away from you, that's the thing that's the thing I recommend you tell yourself you can instantly manifest, and it's so easy for you. Anytime someone says, yeah, I can manifest money so easily, but people are hard for me, that's when I tell them, okay, well then you need to describe yourself as someone who that is the easiest thing for you to manifest. So when you think of that subject, you say, oh, that's the easiest thing for me to manifest. I can manifest that so fast. It's so easy for me to manifest money. It's so easy for me to manifest people. It's everything. You should really do that with everything. Everything should be easy for you to manifest because you're literally a god on this earth. There's nothing you cannot do or experience or have. You are not.
She's absolutely right. I want to teach you something else. That's a very cool lesson that I read from a book called Reality Transurfing. It's not actually reality transurfing. There's a new book out from that same author, like Vadim Zeland. There's just one not paragraph, but one chapter saying there is no mountain. What does that mean? Whatever problem you have in your life, the problem doesn't actually exist. You only choose to give it power. You only choose for it to exist. The problem doesn't exist. So remove the problem. Command it. Say, let's say I can't make money. From now on, George, we're going to become a millionaire. Money isn't a problem anymore. Your abundance itself. Your money itself created. When you talk to yourself like that, when you truly believe that, that's the thing that happens to you. How do you fix a problem? By not believing in it. There is no problem. There's nothing for you to handle because there's nothing for you to do. You don't have to do anything because you already are everything. Everything already is you in the external and internal. I believed for the longest time that the internal and the external are two separate things. They're the same thing. The only thing is the external you see with your eyes, but the internal you feel. That's the difference. It's only the senses. It's the same thing. Your internal is your external and your external is your internal. But when you change your internal, you change your external. That's it. They work in tandem. It's easier for you, if you believe that again, it's easier to change your internal state than to trying to change everything external because there's so many things to do in the external world. But internally, it's so much easier because you need to just think about it. Just know about it. Just know it's already done. Know you're already fixed. Know you're already healthy. You need to know it's already done for you.
Little human who has to ask the Sky Daddy for permission. You are not weak. You are actually extremely powerful, which is why you've been suppressed by repetition of insecurities and doubts and worries and fears. You know how they try to train us, they try to indoctrinate us. There's a reason for that. It's because you're so powerful, and you absolutely are powerful enough to be able to affirm something once and then get it. Absolutely 100%. Just because I talk about repetition all the time doesn't mean that I don't believe in instant manifestation. Where some people get me confused with that, or they try to spin it and make it negative, is that they think because I say that repetition is needed that I'm saying that you can't instantly manifest. I never would say that you can't instantly manifest. You absolutely can, but not until you have used repetition to train your mind to be of someone who can instantly manifest. But now once you've done that, and once you have set that assumption and you have the experience to back it, you're good. You shouldn't struggle with anything ever again unless something was to pull you from your state. And even if that happens, that's totally okay too. Do you know why? Because you can use the same method again and bring yourself back into the state where you are someone who can instantly manifest. Repetition doesn't mean that you can't instantly manifest. It just means that you need the repetition to get you into the identity of the person that can.
That's it. She got it. The whole point of repetition is because that's how our brains are wired. That the more you repeat something, the more you believe it's true. So by believing that you can manifest instantly, and the more you talk to yourself that yes, you can, yes, I can manifest instantly, I can do this, I am the thing, I am the creator of this reality. What happens to you is that when you truly believe in that through repetition, then it happens. But again, if you're a person who instantly believes that whatever you say will happen, if you already are that person, then you already got everything. But most people, if they're just starting out, this takes time for them to recalibrate, for their mind, for their subconscious to change. That's where repetition will imprint the thoughts inside of the subconscious, and you will get the thing that you want. Because again, your subconscious is creating everything around you. Your conscious and subconscious creating everything around you, but the subconscious is doing everything on autopilot. You don't have to think about your phone for you to see the phone in your hands. Because if you had to think about everything that ever existed, your brain would just implode. But because of your subconscious, it's offloading all the data. It's processing everything instead of you. You can think about whatever you want. You don't have to have like millions of thoughts per second for everything to manifest. You can think about the things, like you can only think about one thing if you want to. That's why the subconscious and then the consciousness is so powerful. That's why the system you made is so awesome, because you can do whatever you want right now, without having to worry that everything will fall apart if you think differently. That's the whole point. You can do whatever you want right now because you already are everything you want right now. But you need to believe that you are that.
That's all I ever mean with that. You can absolutely instantly manifest. You can manifest in 3 days. You can be as powerful as you want to be, but you can't just jump out there, try something, and then be like, oh, well, it didn't work. Yeah, no shit. Because you don't currently identify as someone who can do it. You have to get into the identity of someone who can do that the same way you manifest anything. You can't have a bunch of money or increase your income or manifest your SP if you're not someone who identifies as the person who has it. You can't have something thinking as the person who doesn't have it. You can't exist in two states at once. So you can't be someone who thinks manifestation takes a long time and then expect a manifest in 3 days challenge to work for you. You can't live in both states. You don't identify as someone who can manifest that quickly.
She's literally saying you're either one thing or the other thing. And if you believe you're the other thing where you can manifest in 3 days, then yes, you can manifest in 3 days. But if you don't believe in that, it's not going to happen. Everything is very simple. Manifestation, creation, everything has been complicated because they want you to believe it's complicated. Because the more complicated something is, the less chance you're actually going to go and do it. It's harder for you to believe in it. The whole point is manifestation is simple because you're already manifesting everything around you. But now that you know that you're already manifesting everything, that means that you can manifest the things that you want now. You have the knowing that now you can actually change the thing. So now you can choose what you want instead of just living on autopilot your whole life. That's the power you just learned. That's the whole point. The knowing is the power. The you being the new you, and you're always a new version of you every single moment. There's no old version of you. So remember, if you have like some problems in your past, like some trauma, that doesn't exist. It only exists because you identify with that previous version of yourself. But in reality, in the truth, every single moment you're a new version of yourself. So the old you dies every single moment. It's already dead. So there's nothing to worry about in the past. And the future still didn't happen. And it's never going to happen because there's no future. So you don't have to worry about the future. Oh, what am I going to do when I'm super old? What am I going to do about money? Am I going to be alone? Yes, yes, and yes. You're going to worry about money because you're not going to have money. And you're going to be alone because you're worried about being alone. Don't think about the future. Act in the now, and you will get everything you ever wanted. Or everything you ever want. Because it's already yours.
But once you do, you will. And you will be unstoppable. That's literally what it's about. Everything is about your identity. How do you describe yourself? Do you describe yourself as someone who can have that, do that, be that, experience that? If not, then that's what you have to do first. But the thing is, that's not even hard work. It's not even hard. The fact that you could literally, okay, we are basically trained to believe that you need to work really, really hard physically, right? And even then, you might not get the things you want, right? There's even saying like,
This is the biggest problem people have. I'm going crazy with this. There's nothing hard for you to do. You only make it hard because you believe that only through hard work you can actually make money or get the thing that you want. And your belief is making your life harder. So if you want to make your life easy and actually do the good things and be the person you want, then believe in that. Believe that money comes to you easily, manifestation comes to you easily, being fit comes to you easily, making a lot of friends comes to you easily. If everything is easy for you, then it's going to be easy for you. I literally manifested this channel into existence. I want it to be the easiest thing I can do ever. And this is the easiest thing I can do ever for myself. I'm literally in my home recording videos about manifestation, about the topic that I enjoy, that I like. I'm actually starting to earn money from it. So this is amazing. There's nothing better I can do than this for myself right now. I can travel and do the same thing. That's the only thing that I'm going to that's going to happen. That is happening right now. I'm going to travel and do the same thing all over the world and help people because that's what I want to do. I want to wake people up. I'm not waking anybody up. I'm just waking myself up. I do know that, but it brings me joy. And I want to live a life full of joy, happiness, and helping people because I just want to do that. That's it. You can do the things that you want. That's the whole point.
You don't get everything you want, you know? And yet we wake up to who we really are, and we realize that we can manifest, that we are literal gods on this planet, and that we actually have so much control, so much so that they're afraid of us and needed to dull us down, weaken us, and suppress us. So then we find out the only thing standing between me and the thing I want is me using some affirmations, some repetition to train my mind, because my mind works on repetition, which is how they trained us in the first place to believe we're weak. So my mind works on repetition. I know that. And the only thing standing between me and the thing I want is me being able to focus and use repetition to train my mind to that thing being familiar, and then my reality will prove me to be right. You're telling me that's all you got to do and you're complaining about that?
It's the easiest thing ever, but you're making your life hard. There's one thing that everybody is literally, why everybody's destroying the manifestation, and that is this thing right over here in my hands. It's your phone. Because you're watching so much content. It doesn't have to be this kind of content, like manifestation content. It could be just watching reels, watching TikTok. And what's happening to you, instead of manifesting your desires, the world that you want, you're actually looking at stuff that's totally irrelevant for you. And it's making everything slower. Because it doesn't mean anything to you. It's just entertainment. But through that entertainment, you're not focusing on the thing that you truly desire and the things that you truly want. They're using the phone in your hand to manipulate you, to make you forget that you are the creator of everything. So the best thing you can do is stop using that damn phone. Like everybody, like your mom and dad are saying to stop. It's all about that damn phone. It's about being yourself. It's about being in yourself, understanding what happened to you, who you are, and the things that you can do. And the faster you do this, the faster you will manifest, because your thoughts won't be rambled. Because if you watch a funny cat video, you're gonna laugh. Then you watch a sad drama, then you're sad. If you change those emotions every single time, what happens to you? Your manifestations can't manifest because you've been through so many emotions in 1 minute or like 5 minutes, and you just lose yourself in that. You lose yourself in the phone simulation instead of living in this reality. That's how they trick you. That's how they get you.
Now, you used to think that even after working physically hard for years and years and years, that you still might not get the things you want. And then you find out that all you have to do is repeat some fucking sentences until it becomes real here. And then you can get what you want. For sure. Like, for sure. And that's a problem. That tells me we're in a lazy society.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Lost. Not lazy, lost.
But I stand by what I've always said, and if you want it fucking bad enough, you'll do it anyway. You'll do it anyway. The only thing standing between you and the thing you want is you thinking differently. When you're tired enough of your shitty circumstances, you'll do it anyway.
If somebody can understand this, I 100% believe this is going to truly change their life. If you want anything, you need to understand that the thing is already yours because you are already everything. So if something feels impossible to reach, you need to know that you are the creator of that. So that is already yours. So you're entitled to it already right now, not in the future, not in a year, 2, 5. Now, that is yours already now. So be the person that has that thing now. Understand that everything is already yours right now. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.